FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for space. It's done. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
The offensive line takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Smith dropping to pass. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on second down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up third and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. And it's a 4-yard loss. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God to this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Dropping back, it's Newton. Here's a heat. Inside the 25. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1 yard line. What a run there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Billett. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Terrapins are on the move. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Billett. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Royer. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Terrapins look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got him first and goal from the 6. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Trying to barrel in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. On the move at the 30. Finds some room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, FIU.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Smith dropping to pass. Caught over the middle. It's done. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He fires one deep over the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Newton. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. They stop him short of the marker. Turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Now improvising.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The give to the back. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Got it in the middle, it's Boyer. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. Won't back down from anyone, delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack this system.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Looking for the tie with the extra point. That drive. Romances to be like, slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Newton. Going to try to get it himself. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Creates a little space. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Panthers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets him to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
No good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Man, that's tough for the kicker. Here you are in the fourth quarter. You're trying to break this tie, give your team the lead, knock it off the upright.
Smith dropping to pass. Got a man. It's Dillon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold him to a field.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they grab the lead here in overtime. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. FIU pushing tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. Timeout called by the defense. They want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation